What's up everyone, Luke here from Create Audio. So in this one I'm just going to show you a little way you can improve your workflow with an Ableton template. So this is something I started doing a couple of years ago, but I had the idea the other night that maybe I can make it a little bit better and you can save myself some time when I'm starting tracks, just so I can jump in and just start jamming straight away. So you're going to open a new track in Ableton, or a new template, or a new project, sorry. And then you're going to add some drum racks. So this is what I do. So I know in every track I'm going to use a kick, of course, a clap, hi-hats, snares, maybe some percussion. So I'm going to open a drum rack for each. So I'm going to call this one kick. Alright. And then I'll duplicate that. And then again and again. And then we'll do clap, snare, hats, and you could even do one for closed hats and hi-hats. I'll just use one for the sake of the video, and then I'll do one more for percussion. Rename some perks. Right, so pretty easy way to do this is I'm just gonna go straight into our sample suite, and I'm gonna go to create hits, and then I have a kick drum collection. So I have 100 kick drums there. So I'm gonna add every single one of them kick drums to this drum rack. Yeah, sorry now guys. Oh, that's not coming down. Let's go 1 to 27, and then 28 to 100. Right, put them in there. So now I've all my kick drums in the drum rack, and then I can do the same for claps. So now I just took them from that pack. You can take them individually from different packs. Pick your favorite sounds that you always keep using. And then you kind of don't have to keep adding to the drum rack every time you start a track. So I'll do the same just for claps. I'm just going to keep this video short so you guys can get back to it. So I'll just add some claps. Then I have them here. Then I do the same for snares, and then I do the same for hats. Now you don't have to add 100. You can add like 10 of your favorites, 20. It's kind of up to yourself. So now I have them. Every time I start a project, I'm going to have them ready to go. So I don't have to go searching for each kick drum. I can just go in. I can put a kick down and say, oh, I'm not feeling that one, and then I can just drag it down. Then you can do the same with the claps. So you'll just repeat that process with the rest of the drums, or whatever sounds you want to use. If there's something that you always use, it doesn't have to be like a kick, clap, or a snare. It can be vocals, it can be effects, whatever you want. And then next I will add some return tracks. So I already have one set up for my own projects. So I have some send and returns here. So I'm gonna add some, and one I always use is the delay from reverb, or not delay from reverb, delay from Ableton. Just standard delay, but I put the timing down pretty low, feedback up high. So just let me see. No, I didn't add it. It's the first one. Right. Yeah, that's how I like it. Then I'll add maybe a reverb on this one. Now it doesn't have to be a stock plugin or a stock effect. It can be a plugin. So there's these really good ones from Waves that I use quite a bit. They're the what are they called again? GTRs. And yeah, they have presets here, so maybe I'll just pick one just for the sake of the video. Clean verb. See what this is like. Be theirs. Then I'm gonna add tiny space. This is a max for live. The voice, and it's kind of like a reverb for small spaces, so it doesn't give you that much decay and it doesn't kind of clog up your mix. So I'll set that how I like, just say. So it just gives it a bit of width. I'll do a separate video on that plugin. I did one for spaced out samples. Obviously I've removed all the videos because we rebranded, but I'll make a new video on tiny space. And then I'll add one more delay. So usually I have like 4 or 5 delays, then sometimes I have, I'll add one more delay, and then I'll add some, like a parallel compressor. So I'll add this again, just pick a preset, some really good ones here. Sometimes the presets are the best option. So nice. Right, and then I will add just parallel compressor, and then if I want to compress something slightly, I just go. There we go. So now that's the template I want. So now if I want to keep that every time I open Ableton, I go into File. Now I can save the template. So if I just want to save it, I can name it whatever I want. Like I have some saved for when I'm using hardware. So before I had a 101, like the new version of the 101 and the 303, and I had them set up as external instruments, so I had that set as a template. So if I was ever using them, I just had to go into, where is it now? I had it saved somewhere here, so I could just click on the template and then it would be ready to go. So I had everything plugged in, the external instruments already set up. If I want to save this as the default template, so every time I open Ableton, it'll have all these kicks loaded, all these effects loaded on everything you've chosen. So you just go set, save live, set as default set. So when you click that, every time you open Ableton, it will open up exactly like this with all your kicks, claps, snares ready to go and all your effects. So yeah, I just thought that would be a handy one to share with some people. I know people already do stuff like that, but there's a lot of people that don't. And even myself, I had a template set, but I didn't have my kicks and claps set up. And one thing I always do when I start a track, I'm fluting around looking at kick drums for like 20 minutes. Now I have them all ready to go, so I can just pop through them here and find the one I like. So yeah, we'll leave it there, gang. And if you want to get our free pack, if you haven't already, the link will be in the description, and you can also get our full crate audio sample suite in there as well. So if it's your first purchase, drop your email when you open the website and you'll get a discount code of 30% off. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you have any ideas or any